Hello and welcome to episode 103. And you can already see we've gone berserkazoid with our setup. We are back with the weekly recap. And I've got not two special guests in the office, but I actually have three. Stay tuned to figure out what's going on. Maddie, how are you doing this week?
I'm doing great, Rick. I'm in Ohio. It's a bit cold in here in Columbus, isn't it?
Better than it was 3 weeks ago when we were minus 19, minus 22 Celsius.
Okay, good enough, but not good enough for me. I'm a person that likes to be in warm weather. You know that.
Yeah, indeed. But I appreciate you making the journey. And also, Edwin, you made the journey out to the Ohio office. We're doing community stuff this week. First time on the recap. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. To the mothership for the first time in 6.5 years. A lot of colleagues are so jealous that I'm here now.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. The offices now are really just a vehicle for meetings, and we've got the Veeam team meeting upstairs. We've got the community operations team going on, and I love seeing the different varietal people. But it's awesome when my own team comes in here. All right, and so Edwin, we're actually going to start with you. So let me see if I can do this. You know, if you could only see what we were doing to get to this milestone, friends, it was quite something. So I got it to work. All right, so Edwin, you posted something in cybersecurity space about selecting a password manager. Talk us through this topic. A great topic.
Yeah, I was one of those LastPass customers. Then we got a surprise, or better said, they didn't tell us about the surprise. It was a surprise because they got breached, not once, but twice. The first time they got breached, they stole some R&D stuff, some coding, and they had nothing to worry about. No client, customer, nothing to worry about. Your data is safe. So okay, everyone could be breached. So give them the benefit of the doubt. Then they got breached a second time in November. They stole all password manager vaults. So all my data is now in the hands of criminals. So all my user accounts, all my passwords, they're still locked by a master password, but how can you trust them? So I had to go on a journey to find out a new password manager, because I need a password manager because I have 1,130 accounts and passwords, all unique, all different. But yeah,
that's a lot.
Yeah, that's really a lot.
I
work in cybersecurity,
so
I'm paranoid. So I have passwords out that long. So, yeah. But going on that journey, I said, how are we going to do this? I can ask the community. So I saw some things about Anthony popping up in Twitter, like asking, okay, I have the same challenge at what password manager are out there. So I picked some of those community things and said, let's do this as a project. As I normally select a new tool. So I set up criteria, then said, hold on. If I'm going to have this challenge, more people will have this challenge. Mm-hmm. So I said, okay, let's document my journey, and that's why I wrote that little blog about.
You did like a great kind of comparative review of a lot of the other top password managers. I mean, when you go through, let's just call that a unplanned non-fire drill audit, okay, is what you had to do. Not really a good day in some situations here. And these different Bitwarden, Robo form. I mean, wow. Did we have to give him extra permissions to post this long? This was crazy.
No, we didn't.
Oh, interesting. This is great.
It just worked out. Not sure how, because for other people that created this long content, they had to go through permission. So yeah, you got lucky with that. But yeah, it's a really great
maybe I hacked the system.
Oh no.
Oh my.
Oh no. Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, Edwin, and welcome to joining the recap. All right, the next topic we have is creating a REST API for VBR. And this one comes from Veeam Vanguard Jonah May. He's talking about this, and Maddie, what caught your eye on this great post here from Jonah?
Yeah, so Jonah is starting a series where it's going to be probably 3 parts, as I understand from this article, and he's creating a REST API wrapper for the VBR, and he's trying to show us how to create our own REST API service, utilizing ASP.NET Core in order to get some new functionalities with VBR. Basically, he's saying that for the V12, there is a PowerShell module and REST API introduced, but that has limited functionality. So that's why he decided to create this one. Yeah, if we look at the article, we're going to get to a section where he's talking about some functionalities that that this new tool is going to give us. So we can basically remotely manage VBR servers via this REST API. You can keep PS remoting turn off in your environment. You can securely pass credential encryption passwords to the VBR remotely, and few others. I mean, I'm not going to go over all of them, but I think this is a great tool. I don't know, maybe in V12 we're going to have some of these functionalities.
We are, and actually this probably
Yeah.
explains why Jonah was asking the status of the latest beta recently, but Jonah works for a service provider. You know, this type of stuff, friends, is super deep, and I can't even follow this. So I really admire what you're sharing here, Jonah. Can't wait for part 2, and I think that's the first time he's been featured on the recap, potentially.
It could be, so. It could be, yes.
Yeah. And did you know, I don't know if I should share this info, Jonah is younger than you would think. Let's just say
okay.
We'll just say it that way.
Okay.
All right. Okay, cool. So we're going to like stop the presentation and go back to camera here for a second. We have yet another new guest and wheel on in.
Hello.
Julia. Julia first. Second week on the job, Julia.
Exactly.
Joined as a technologist here on the product strategy team. We had the meeting, so it made sense to come on down. Do a quick intro just so people know.
Sure. My name is Julia. I'm from New York. I live in New York and I'm here in Ohio visiting. It's my second week at Veeam. I'm really excited to be part of Rick's team. And I'll be working mostly with AWS, some Kubernetes as well, and you'll see a lot of content from me. You can already check it out. I have a YouTube channel. I post a lot on Twitter, so feel free to check it out over there.
You embrace community so well, Julia, which is, you know, what got you here, and a great opportunity in front of you here with the cloud. But welcome, and just so everybody knows, Julia, she's watch this space. You know, she will be part of the jam. All right, so we're going to go over to the automation desk, which is kind of borderlining over to Kubernetes Corner, and Patricio is talking about one of our automated export and import tasks with Ansible for K10, sharing a GitHub resource. And, you know, Julia, you know, I know you're new and all, but kind of what impressions do you have from this content right away?
I loved his GitHub repo. I just took a quick look, but I think like everyone should check it out as well and clone it, you know, fork it, clone it, and play around with it, contribute to the project. I think it's a great way also to learn more. So yeah, I'm gonna do that as soon as I get home.
There we go. Now, Patricio used to live in Chile. He's moved back to Spain, former Vanguard, now working at Veeam again. So Patricio, great stuff. Thank you for sharing. Oh, look at that. He's got his new badges. Good stuff. So thank you for sharing, Patricio. Again, welcome, Julia.
Thank you.
Now we have special department news. All right, so I'm going to turn the camera off or back on again. I can't believe I'm getting this in one take, friends. This is awesome. All right. Special guest number 3. You guys have seen Sophia in the community. Sophia, now you're like a month and a half in.
A month and a half.
Almost 2. On the 21st, it'll be 2. First time on the recap, I kind of feel bad. You're like, by the way, friends, these 2 do all the work. I'm not making any beat around the bush. They do all the work. Sophia, finally, give a quick intro to everybody.
Yeah, hi everyone. So excited to make my recap debut. I'm Sophia. Like Rick said, I joined Veeam a month and a half ago. I'm the community analyst working alongside Maddie, and we just work on the community operations. And I'm based in Columbus.
Yeah, so the home team here. Well, it was like, do we have 2 people fly over there? We have 2 people fly over here. We have like really 3 full days of work. So it made sense to get together just because 3 days on Teams, that doesn't appeal to anybody.
It is really absolutely amazing to be here with all the team and meet Sophia in person. Is the first time, and as well Julia. So it's really great, and we're going to have few other people from Veeam that we're going to have a special guest, not in the recap, but
Awesome. And so, Sophia, let's walk through the special department news for the week. Let me close that. And Jay Mex is talking about some new accreditations in the Pro Partner Portal.
Yes. So the first post comes from Johan, aka Jay Mexner. So he shared the news about the new Veeam Sales Professional VMSP and Veeam Technical Sales Professional VMS accreditations for 2023 that are available in the Pro Partner Portal. Johan also listed off the current learning streams for the VMSP and the VMTSP. They're public cloud, ransomware and DR, Microsoft 365, container protection, and cloud service provider. Do you guys have any thoughts on this news?
Well, for pro partners, the portal is the place to go to keep those qualifications active. That doesn't align to the badging we do currently. But the thought is, this is important. And JMX, great. Thanks for sharing that. In fact, I was on the team that helped shape the 2023 content. Those two credentials. And then likewise, we asked the Vanguards and the Legends and the Veeam MVPs to help shape the VMCE and the VMCA, right? So this learning journey goes on and on. So no, that's
really great that he posted, because I already saw like some people commenting and they were like, oh, thank you for sharing that. And some people that missed the information. So it's good he made it available at the community as well. Indeed.
And no, thanks for writing that up, JMX. Appreciate that.
Thanks, Johan. The second news is just a reminder of our VUG Leaders meeting that me and Maddie are planning. So last week I posted in the VUG Leaders group about the first meeting this year. February 2nd won by 1 vote and majority rule. So we will be hosting that on February 2nd. Last night I sent out the invite. So sorry if you received like 5 emails about that meeting. We were having some issues sending that out. But if you did not receive that email and you are a VUG or thematic group leader, please let Maddie and myself know, and I will forward it to you. Just really excited to meet one another. There's been new VUGs added probably since the last time you all have met. I have not met a lot of the VUG leaders, but I'm excited to meet you all. We're going to discuss various topics. If you would like anything added to the agenda, please let me know and I can add that for you, giving you the space to talk. But yes, looking forward to it.
Thanks, Sophia. Again, big welcome as well. Thanks for joining on the recap. And I've done it. I did.
Wow,
who's
look
new?
at that list.
Plus 244 new members.
Wow.
The font just gets smaller and smaller. But to be fair, this is basically 3.5 weeks.
Right. Yeah.
And the holidays slowed it down a bit, which is interesting because when I process this, I can see the dates that they joined, and there was definitely a lull from like 22 to January 2 type of thing.
Yes, absolutely.
But
we didn't have a lot of
but great new membership, and the 3 of us all picked a few best coolest usernames, and they are Fanwar, Michael T. King, Flo. First of all, real estate, only 3 letters. That's cool.
Yeah.
Epic Failing. That's awesome. And Super Kids. I like them all. Super Kids. I don't know. I'm having fun with those names. I love seeing who joins. It's just kind of interesting.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, this is a great recap, Sophia, Maddie, and then in the back, Edwin and Julia. Thank you so much for joining. And anything else to add, Maddie, before we wrap up?
No, just it's really great to be here, and we are working on some great projects as well, because that's why we met up. We are not going to say anything, but we have to make our community aware that we are doing that, and some new interesting projects are going to come up, some surprises as well. It's great to just be here at the main office, the headquarters.
Headquarters. I mean, come on. No, not many people come in. It's just where the legal entity says we are, I come in every day.
Well, everyone would like to come here,
like
to this office.
Well, it's funny because people use offices now for meetings and kind of that reconnection. They use it for the just like that persistent state that they need.
Socializing. Yes.
And we're doing something fun tonight, team event. So
yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to that. Maybe we're gonna post some pictures.
Oh, as long as they're approved.
Community.
So. Awesome. All right. Thanks everyone for watching. Have a great week. We'll see you next week. Oh, wait, we might have to skip next week. We don't know. Schedules are crazy, right? We'll have to find out.
Let's see how that goes.
The mystery continues. All right. Have a great weekend, everyone.